Thursday, everybody
Hello.
out there. Hope you are having a wonderful week.
Yes.
We are going to be talking about why it's okay by just getting by right now.
Right.
And then share our sales. Yesterday we had 6. We doubled it up today. We got
Yes.
12. So
Yay. Thank you,
it's
eBay.
nice to see a little bit of a rebound.
Right.
Um, but before we get started, my name is Aaron.
I'm Amber.
And we are full-time resellers. We go live Monday through Thursday to chat with you all. And
Yes.
this is our closeout show for the week. And so I just wanted to start by talking about the topic today, where you know I'm an ambitious person that wants to get like the most of everything as
Right.
much as I can, and it's taken some time to kind of accept that you're not just going to be able to do that with
Yeah.
reselling, and you don't have full control. You're not really fully control of your business. Like you're an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
you set your own hours, but at the same sort, you still have like a thumb
Yeah.
that can kind of press on
Determine
you,
your future.
and uh, and that can be a little bit daunting. Um, so I will start by saying there are a couple non-negotiables
Mm-hmm.
that we have. So obviously we do not want to fall behind on any bills,
Correct.
so we have to stay current. And then personally, I want to make sure that we are maxing our Roth IRA
Mm-hmm.
contributions every year, which
Right.
this year was $7,000 each. So those are like the non-negotiables. As long as I'm hitting that threshold, I'm okay.
Yeah.
With where our bills are right now, like
Mm-hmm.
that's about like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We might have been actually going a little bit extra, like we had a little bit of extra saved, and I think we're projecting out to be about 65.
Yeah.
And so you might think maybe that's really good, maybe that's like so little, depending on where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Our cost of living is really low.
Right.
Um,
We own our car.
we
That
yes,
really the only bill we have is our house
yes,
and like insurance
and
and
the
stuff.
mortgage rate and everything is
Yeah.
really low.
Yeah.
So we're in a really good situation where we don't need excess.
Mm-hmm.
And so that really helps contribute to the fact that we don't need a ton in order to make this work.
Right. However, it's been a long time coming. Like this hasn't been overnight. We just decided, well, our bills are low, so we can just get
Yeah.
by on
Well,
little.
it took a lot of work.
Yeah. So this
Um,
was years in the making.
so we've been married for over 15 years.
Yes.
And when we got married, we had over $70,000 in combined debt.
Right.
So,
Oops. A lot of it was me. Bad spending habits and student loans.
yeah.
So,
So
and you
we,
had a lot of student loans.
yeah. So we tackled that. We got rid of
Yeah.
that. And then that helps free you from having to work the regular job. The converse or inverse, I would say, is if I were to get a job, I could be getting paid more. I was
Yeah.
getting paid at my last job roughly around 90. And so this is a step down in terms of what we were making.
Right.
And then you obviously are missing out on benefits and all those
Mm-hmm.
other things. But you pretty quickly realize, like, the most important thing right now, we have our kids at home.
Yeah.
We have an opportunity to spend a lot of time with them. I actually like the fact that we're able to kind of show them that you can do this.
It can be, yeah, something out of the typical work
Because
life.
I think part of the thing that kind of frustrated me when I was growing up is um, you didn't really see an example of like somebody
Owning
running
your.
their own business,
Mm-hmm.
and you're almost taught like you have to be a worker. You
Yeah.
have to be a worker bee, and I don't think that's really in my instinct to be that way. Um, so I kind of like the idea of being able to present other options,
Mm-hmm.
and I think too this can open other doors to where this might not be where we settle.
Yeah.
Our business model might change, and who knows when that might happen.
Hey,
But
Jenny.
um, it's
Hello, everyone.
it's
Go ahead.
it's interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow, 15 years is so hard to believe that was 15 years ago. Congratulations. That's an accomplishment.
it is. It
Yeah,
is.
it was touch and go for a while. But we made it through. And I do not envy anyone that's early on in their marriage because there's a lot of gives and takes and lessons learned. And
things you don't know, and you
yeah,
find out later, and you're like, "Oh
so
my gosh,
so we are
what
staying put.
what are you? What are you?"
Oh
Um,
my goodness.
but yeah,
Yeah.
so I think that kind
And
of
like you came from a background where your dad was like working, he was a hustler.
yes,
And I came from a traditional family where it was, just they were in the military, so they had structure, and like this was their job, and like everything was organized and just same old all the time, big routine. So I've always worked jobs that are normal,
Yeah.
like secretary, retail, like just normal things.
And
So
I did
this
not.
is very out of my comfort
I
zone.
played poker for a living.
Yeah, so it's
For
like
like
total
8 years
opposites
at the
in
beginning of
every
it.
way.
And I worked nonstop when I was playing poker for a living just because you would not only have to play a lot of time,
Yeah.
like put in hours and stuff like that, but you'd also be studying.
Hmm.
I was also coaching other
Yeah,
individuals,
you're
and I
making
was making
content.
making video content,
Hmm.
teaching people how to play. I had a website, pokerstrategy.com, that paid really well
Hmm.
for me to make video
That was
content
how we
over
got
there.
out of debt. I
Um,
mean, it really
it,
was.
it did help.
Yeah,
Well, that and poker helped as well
that's what I'm
too.
saying.
So like, you get one big win and you're like, all right,
Pay this bill.
I'm taking out 10K and I'm
Yeah,
throwing it all at this bill and
yeah.
we're done. Like
Hmm.
your car is paid off.
Yeah.
All right, now what's next? And so it was a lot of that. So
And then we watched Dave Ramsey.
yeah,
Like we did the snowball effect or whatever.
yeah,
Like
correct. And
so.
that helped too.
Hmm.
Um, so that's why ultimately in this world, like right now where we're at in our state, we want to spend more time with the family.
Yep.
Um, be a good example for them to show them like what's possible
Hmm.
and give them options. And obviously, there's a lot of enjoyment that we get from doing this
Yeah.
because there is a lot of freedom that it provides. I like sourcing, and I really don't love listing, but
Yeah. You tolerate
I
it.
can tolerate it. So if that's the worst part of the job,
Yeah.
which I think
For
it pretty much has
everyone.
become like the worst part of the job, which if you can tolerate the worst part,
Yeah.
then you'll be fine.
And shipping is like second hand to me. Like I love doing that. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, which is probably would have been the biggest obstacle for me is shipping. So the fact you took that over
Yeah.
makes it a lot easier for me. So
So we just have low bills, low like lifestyle. We don't really have much lifestyle creep.
yeah,
So that helps us survive in the if we can stay even Steven with all the like
I'm just saying we're not fancy.
with
We don't
this
put our
type,
pinkies
no,
out.
definitely not. If we can keep even during a downturn in economy, then we're doing well. Because if this was an upturn in the economy, like we'd be killing it.
Yeah,
So
I
if we
think
can
that's the
stay
other
afloat
aspect.
now,
That's the other
we
aspect of this
can
that I didn't
keep
include
going.
is the future.
Yeah,
I do think the
outlook.
future does look bright. Probably not in the short term
Hmm.
still. I still think we probably are about 6 months to a year
Yeah,
until it, and so there's going to be some struggles and challenges there. So I really do think we have to button down the hatches a little bit. But
yeah,
once we get through and onto the other side, because I do still think there's going to be a recession coming
yeah.
personally, but that's just me. Um,
Well, I think I mean, if tariffs do come into play, like it's gonna hurt in all kinds of economic ways, and maybe this helps our eBay store
I think it
because
could.
we're in the US and
Hmm.
so it's not going to have
We
those.
are a retailer
Yeah.
to some degree.
So that could help us, but then again, like
I also
people
think that
paying for things day to day aren't going to have as much money to spend on things like we collect.
I
So,
don't think tariffs are going to be so instantaneous either. So I'm
yeah, I
not
don't
really
know.
worried about
But
it.
it's the unknown. I think everyone's on the same page with that. So,
But I think that's
into
about
our
time for us
sales.
to stop rambling, and we are going to go into our sales. First sale is actually too big for us to bring up to show it to you. So
Large.
it is a big box, and it is actually a kitchen sink. So I showed like that's
We
the
sell everything, including kitchen sinks.
yes.
It's a Kohler, like stainless steel square kitchen sink.
But it was like new open box still in
There.
there.
Yeah.
And so we picked this up at a garage sale. I tried to do like a really big bundle deal with this to
Because
try to
they had
get
a few things.
that like a bunch of Kohler. Apparently, her husband worked for the Kohler company or
Yeah.
whatever, and so they had like some like really nice
Faucet
sets that
shower heads.
there wasn't enough room for me to purchase it. So I
Right.
was trying to do a bundle deal with the sink. I wanted the sink. Sink was
Yeah.
already a done deal, and they wouldn't even budge on that price.
Yeah.
So I paid 40 for that. I didn't know how long it was going to take to sell.
Yeah.
I priced it below the market, and we eventually got 190 plus shipping,
We've had
and
it
we
like a
only
couple
had
weeks.
it maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Um,
That's good.
so that's a good sale. Even better than that, in my opinion, because the size, we paid in both these cases. I would say we paid up.
I'm not opening it.
No, But these are some Tory Burch brand new
Sandals.
sandals, and these sold for 130 plus shipping.
Yeah.
So obviously a little bit less than the sink. We paid $50,
Yeah.
and they sold via promoted listing. But the fact that it's in a much smaller box,
Yeah.
it's a lot less risk involved. I figured in the worst case scenario, if we had it for a while, we'd be able to sell it for 100,
Right.
and we'd still be able to make a bit of money. But yeah, 130 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing on that one.
And that was when they were closing up their sale. Like
Yep.
we
End of
rolled
the day.
in, they were about to like box everything up and go in.
End of the
And
day.
still get good buys. I don't think we could have got that price earlier.
Nope, correct. This is a UPS hat, new with tags for the Olympics. So it's a little interesting collab there. 12.30 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing. It's got the leather strap back, which I think is kind of
Yeah.
unique and different on it. And then a rope and everything. So it
And
does have
notice
some
that
staining.
Okay, good. Not good that they're staining, but good that you already knew and it
Yeah,
was
so
shown.
like the third
Yeah.
picture shows that.
Okay.
So just make sure you take good pictures and describe it as best you can. This was probably a buy I probably shouldn't have made. I bought a DeLonghi coffee machine thinking I could part it out, and then after doing some more research, I realized these were the only parts we're selling,
Okay.
and I paid like $8, and then we sold these for
For the
20
machine.
plus ship, and we just chunked the machine
Yeah.
itself. So big scheme of things, probably not worth it.
Yeah.
We picked this up this weekend.
This was the Florida
Do you
sale.
remember what this was from?
Yeah, it's that lady that she had a bunch of things.
Yeah. You didn't even want to stop there, by the way.
Nope. I don't know why.
Because it looked like all old lady stuff.
Oh.
Because I had a bunch of clothes out there. And then I started digging and I found some toys.
Yeah, there weren't a lot of random things.
You know what show this is?
No.
Adventure Time.
Still don't know what that
I
is.
wouldn't know either. It's a Cartoon Network show. But
Okay.
this dog with four
It's
additional
it's
little...
like a potato man. What
Kind
is
of.
it? Potato head.
And
What
I
does it
was
sell for?
seeing these were listed. So this was one that was difficult to list because there was none used that sold or listed. So there was new ones that were listed for like almost up to $100.
Oh wow.
And then there was some that were listed at like 50, new in box. So I was like, all right, fine. $30
Yeah.
plus shipping,
Cool.
and somebody bought it in a few days.
Yeah.
So not too bad.
That's good. It almost reminds me of Bluey, like some of the faces that it makes, but I know it's not Bluey.
Definitely not. Magic the Gathering, we picked this up at our local bargain hunt last week, and it sold $29.95 free shipping. If I thought it was going to go this low, probably wouldn't have bought it.
This is the only thing we bought that day.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, we bought that in coffee.
Oh, was it that in coffee, or was this the one with the sodas?
Sodas.
Sodas,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
sodas. Coffee's the time before.
Yeah.
All right, next up, Wii U. Dangerous Hunts, game only, $11.95 plus shipping on that one.
Okay.
This was another late sale in the day, and I took this and I bundled this with some like boxing mitts.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna open it because it's stuck.
They are
Ski gloves.
ski gloves, new with tags, and they sold $19.95 plus shipping, which I'm happy because the sell-through rate was miserable.
Yeah, and it's now's the time.
Yes,
Get
it
it going.
needs to sell now, or it's not going to. Keepsake, and this is a Gilmore Girls. Not so I pictured this one. I think I have two of them, and the
Okay.
other box is in better condition.
Yeah, you always take the worst box.
I take the worst box and show that, and this one's it. $17 plus shipping on that one. Another bargain hunt purchase. And then now we have a Georgia Tech hat. We've had this for a long time, and I got an offer and decided to take it. $7 plus shipping.
Oh, gross.
Yes, gross. Old Yeller, brand new sealed DVD that includes some Valentine's Day cards.
Cute. Bonus gift.
Yeah, a little bonus,
that's
which,
cute.
why would a DVD come with Valentine's Day cards?
Back
I don't
in the
know.
day when we traded cards, you know that was a thing.
Yeah.
These actually, wait, but these don't have Old Yeller. These have like Mickey Mouse and,
It's Disney, yeah.
okay. I would figure they would have themed it with the movie, but they didn't.
I don't know.
It's all Disney cards.
Like, what would the Valentine's Day Old Yeller card say?
I rough you. I don't know.
You know, like, they kill the dog in the movie, so would it
I've
be
not
like,
seen that movie. I don't think I want to. No.
is it like, you know, gonna be like, I don't want to put you out back like Old Yeller. Like that's the saying.
Well, I don't like that.
Kids need to see it.
No thanks.
Yes, they
They
do.
are already scarred from a movie that I recommended. That I think it was Benji or something.
Hmm.
That movie's terrible.
Yeah, why?
I think it has something. I've not seen it, but they watched it and it like really traumatized them. It was something about a dog that owner left or died or something, and it kept going back to the same place where they lived, and like it had several different family. I don't know. It was really sad, but it just never like the dog died like sad, something like that. It's like, Mom,
Well
why'd you
done.
put that on for me?
Yeah.
I don't know. It looked
They
like
probably
a
just don't want any of your
cute dog.
recommendations anymore.
I really don't know how to talk to them.
Next up, we have Command and Conquer Red Alert, and this actually has no game in it.
Oh, just
So
the
it's
case.
just the case
Okay.
and the manuals and everything, and
What'd it go
that
for?
sold for, what did
Wah,
it
wah,
sell
wah.
for? $9.50 plus shipping.
Okay.
And then we had a lucky number 13
Oh.
sale.
Is it Lucky 13?
Yes, it is for me.
Okay.
Orvis Men's Big Bear Heavyweight Flannel Shirt, new with tags. So that shirt right there sold for
There we go.
$28 plus shipping.
Okay, cool.
So I will be grabbing that and adding that to the pile. So today we have a pretty busy day and
Yes.
schedule. I'm getting my. I'm thinking they're putting
Crown.
it in the crown for my implant.
Today.
And
then I am going to get our car fixed with the window. So
Yeah.
we should have a window and not garbage bags. It'd be great.
yeah,
It did just drop down to like 39 degrees or something this morning. So we
Yeah.
need a window.
that'll be fun.
Tired of driving with a trash bag.
So yeah, that's that, and I don't really have anything else really to list. I might put some lots together for cards, and get those done as an auction just
Yeah.
to get them moving. After further review, I don't think they're worth a ton of money.
Bummer.
So
And like, are you going to get your money back? Maybe.
who knows? We'll see.
Oh.
Let's see what the auction does for us.
No, not an auction.
I'm not listing them. I don't know what to list them at.
Oh, it's terrible. Just pick something. You can always lower the
Nope.
price.
We're auctioning it off.
I don't like that idea.
How about lucky number 14?
I like that better than 13.
We sold a cast iron skillet for $29.95 plus shipping.
It's a Griswold. It's our first Griswold pan.
Yep, and this one is a
It's small. We had little baby ones.
9. That one's
This
our
one.
bigger of the two.
Okay.
The smaller one's actually going to go for more money.
9-inch.
But
Okay.
yeah, so I got 14
Great.
items, and it's nice to see that
Thank
things
you,
are
eBay.
moving.
Thank you. Okay. So.
Oh wait, now we sold a 15th item.
Nuh-uh.
The other Gilmore Girls.
Okay. So the better box has sold. Dang.
Yeah,
eBay's waking
$19.95.
up. Look at that. We need to stay on here longer. Maybe we keep selling more.
15 items. This
Okay,
is what
cool.
it feels like to be like on Whatnot all over again.
Yeah.
Actually live selling over here.
Okay.
But yeah, this weekend,
Oh yeah.
Friday is not looking promising on any way, shape, or form. We do have a local sale that worst case scenario will go there.
Okay.
But I did not see anything yet that has popped up that is
Travel to.
worthy. And so now we might be stuck with Saturday, and in which case I might be expanding our mileage to like within 80 miles.
Okay.
And we may be going to Charlotte. We may be going to Augusta.
And what's Saturday?
And Saturday,
My birthday.
you turn 39.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Oh yeah, I do.
I have to tell her what age she's
I don't
turning.
know.
'cause
I
she
don't
never
care. I
keeps
feel
up
the
with
same
it.
age all the time. So whatever. It's a number.
I'll ask you in the future.
It's a number. Okay.
But I think that's it.
Hope y'all have a great weekend and you have a lot of sales and things to purchase.
Yep. Take care,
So we'll see
everybody.
y'all
Have
later.
a good one.
See you Monday. Happy weekend. Maybe.